Hello and welcome to Paints and Sinners. It's been way too long since I released the video, and I was going to continue with these elves that you can see on the table right now. They are almost finished. Not that many parts left actually, a little head here. But life has been throwing its crap at me, so to speak. Maybe that was a weird way to put it. I am currently in a divorce and we are selling the house, and I am moving from the countryside to the city where I got a nice 2-room apartment for a good price. And I've been busy doing all other grown-up boring freaking stuff that you don't want to do, but you have to do, right? So what I thought was maybe it's a month left before I'll move, so maybe I'll continue with the elves. I should have had a very cool video for October as well. That didn't happen due to all the other stuff going on. So I'm gonna clear off this and we're gonna do a small unboxing. Maybe not the funnest kind of video you can do, but hey, you gotta create the content, as they say, right? So I'm gonna clear this away and then we're gonna bring out the boxes and you'll see what I've bought. So this is the first pack. Now I thought this would be comics from the 70s. But, maybe it is. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. We'll have to open it and see exactly what the pack contains. I don't know where to open it, apparently. It's very... okay. Well, should I? I tried doing it here, but... well, now it went. Oh, I think it is comics from the 70s. Look at this. I got in contact with a guy over Facebook. I think it was Facebook. And, well, he had some Chock magazines for sale. And I got to buy them at a very decent price. So let's see, 11.74, number 1.74, number 5.74. I think I recognize that one. Maybe I do have it, but have forgotten about it. Number 1.73 and number 6.73. And I think that Roger has also copied. There were a couple of pages missing in a couple of, I think it was the center pages in a couple of the issues, but he had full versions as well, so he copied that content to me and put it in the papers. I hope it's there. Anyway, great addition to my collection. Still far from what do you say? Full, complete. And but it's a good step on the way, as we say. Why do we say that? I don't know. I have no idea. Now this is more miniature related, I hope. And I would be very ashamed if it popped out a dildo or something. But because it shouldn't be. It should be miniatures for sure. And it is. It is, according to me, quite cool. Let's take them one piece at a time. I think it's 4 boxes. Look at this. Japanese Infantry 172. Not the best shape of the box. What is some cool terrain for the 172. The thing with Airfix 172 that I always found fascinating as a kid was that there were a lot more poses of the 172 guys than the 135, and I was always a little bit disappointed that they couldn't do all the poses from the 172 packages to the larger ones. But let's have a look. I don't know how many there are. I don't have the time to count them either. Yeah, I had these as a kid for sure. I have lots of 172. Here's one getting hit by a bullet, something like that. Do we have a officer? Here we have the guy with the flag. That's quite cool, right? Do we have the officer? I don't remember. He should have a... Yeah, here he is. Here's the officer. If I can just hold him. I think it's quite cool. I wasn't really planning on collecting 172 Airfix soldiers, but yeah, when you get an opportunity to buy some for a good price, it's hard to resist. Number 2, Australian Infantry, one of my absolute favorites when I was a kid. I thought they were so cool. This is a different kind of box that I haven't seen before, I think, but hey, let's open it up. Yeah, they're also brown. I expected them to be green. Should we pull out some just to be pleasing the audience, showing some cool minis? Here is the officer. The same as in the larger versions, of course. This one, so nice. I loved that machine gun when I was a kid. It looked so cool. Here is someone sitting down, taking a break. I'm not sure what his purpose is. He's maybe wounded, maybe. And here we have one, laying down with one of those cool machine guns. I have had the name of them, but it's disappeared apparently. And here we have the running guy. This looks almost like a Gurkha. Gurkha, is it that? I don't know. No, I guess not. Yeah, anyway, that's the Australian Infantry. Very nice. Number 3 in this box is World War II US Marines. I don't think I had these as a kid. Let's have a look at them. They were green, as I expected the Australian Infantry to be. Oh, you have a raft of some kind. Then I guess you have some guys paddling away. Yes, you do. Let's see it. Like that. Nice. Do we have an officer? We have one guy throwing a hand grenade. Yeah. You can do that if you don't have anything better to do. Another guy throwing a hand grenade, but he's lying down. Let's just see if we can find an officer in this pack. Here you have bazooka. That was always cool when you got a kit with soldiers with bazookas when you were a kid. I don't know why, but it was cool. You know what? I've gone through the minis quite detailed, and I think an officer is missing. Or I would imagine he would have just a gun, or a pistol rather than a gun. But I can't find anyone like that. Number 4 is the World War II German Infantry, another favorite of mine when I was a kid. And I would just have some more commercials for Airfix products. The package is in a little worse shape than other stuff, but yeah. Let's see. I think they are a bit bright, maybe not. I would say a bit brighter than the original larger figures. Here we have one who is not a part of the large figures. He's saying, come on, it's free hamburgers over here. Come over here, it's free beer. That's what he is probably not saying. Rifleman. Pretty much the same as in the big kit. Now I'm gonna go through them a little bit here and see, did I get a officer in this pack? Oh, I found the officer, which is the same as in the large pack. Very cool. When I was a kid, me and a friend, when we played with the plastic soldiers, we called this guy Hitler. Yeah, that's what kids do. Also found another one, quite cool, that is not part of the large kit, who has a fire thrower. No, what's it called? Flamethrower. Sorry, fire thrower. You can see the tank on his back. Very cool. A nice set. I did not have these Germans before either. Now I'm going to pick this up and see what's in the next pack. So this is a big box. What the hell did I order? I'm not really sure actually, but we will know in a couple of seconds, I guess. Very strong tape. I'd like to have strong tape like this, because my tape is worthless, the one I bought. But you can't have everything. This is pure Christmas to me. 132, I'm sure I said 135 before, but shoot me. Modern German infantry, I never had this as a kid. And it's really cool. I don't think they had it in the toy store where I bought my toys. Should I open it and show some of the figures? I think we'll go through the boxes and then at the end I'll show you individual units. If that's okay, I hope so. Japanese infantry, 135, 32. I'm not sure if I had this before, but you can never have too much Airfix. Here is another one that I did not have before. The British Infantry Support Group. I'm pretty sure they never had this in the store where I bought my. I mean, I grew up in a small town, almost a village, small town, and I never saw anything but the World War II Airfix soldiers. Never. I think I was aware of this. I know that I was looking for boxes that I had not seen in my small town. So it's really fun to own this now. The box isn't the best condition. You can see it's glued, but you get what you got. And then we have, this is in really bad condition, unfortunately, Gurkhas. My least favorites of the Airfix soldiers when I was a kid, for no specific reason. I do remember that they felt like they were a bit smaller than all other soldiers. So this is all the Gurkhas set up after the different models, as you can see here. I don't remember there being this many models as you have here. It's a plethora of different positions, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, some details has been gone missing, like his pistol. And these guys who are sitting down should have one of those knives that I don't remember what they were called right now. But yeah, not very much to do about that. And then you have the lying down, two different variations with quite cool actually. One shooting and one keeping an eye open, maybe, I'm not sure. And yeah, lots of variation in this set, as said. So here are the Japanese infantry in all its glory. As you can see, I've set them up here, and they're quite cool actually. Cool poses, cool stuff like this. Grenade launcher, I'm not sure if it's called grenade launcher, but it's launching grenades. And then I got some bonus. Ta-da! Is that a Japanese soldier? It's not in the best condition, but it's Britain's. So anyway, this is a quite cool set, even though if you look at Japanese infantry from the time, they had a lot more variations than you can see here. A couple of them were, yeah, they were painted, but that's not a problem. You can always fix that later on. Alright, so here are the British Infantry Support Group. You have bazookas and guys with grenades in the hands. You have a radio operator, which is remarkably similar to the British air troopers. It looks almost exactly the same, but just almost. And there are some details that are different, like he hasn't got a gun, but he has got a gun. Yeah, you know. I guess they've used that as a... yeah, don't know. I have no idea how they did this, but maybe they have used him as a role model for this one, I don't know. Then you have some guys that should be handling some form of machine gun, I guess. That is not included, and this one is probably feeding ammunition into that machine gun, I guess, I don't know. Then you have an officer, have 3 guys with glasses, they are not going to miss anything. One guy who looks like he's surprised, one guy carrying grenades or something, I'm not really sure. And one guy just hanging out with his book or whatever it is. Then as a bonus I got some Airfix British paratroopers. Yeah, they're cool. They are very cool. Nice. And here we have the modern German infantry. Not so modern anymore perhaps, but I thought it was really cool as I never had this as a kid. So let's go in closely so you can see what they look like. Here is the officer, I'm guessing. Some tiny parts have been broken off on some of the models, but some of them are still preserved, as you can see. Well, it's old toys. Hand grenade thrower. Really nice pose. It's nice that he's holding his rifle while throwing the grenade. I know there are some models who don't. Never mind, here we have a rifleman looking like that. Quite nice. And a guy sitting with some kind of... It sure looks like a mini rocket of some kind. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not even sure if that's available in the... If it was available in the real world. You can also see him right there. There he is. Anyway, it's a cool set that I did not have before, so I'm very happy for this, even if the box could have been in better condition, you know. But you get what you got. You get what you got. Anyway, I'm just gonna quit now, because this is the end of the video. I still have 1 month left in this old house, and I haven't stuffed away my colors and stuff, as you can see here. So I'm hoping to get some painting video out. Maybe I will be able to finish these elves that are back here. I hope so. Would be nice. But anyway, hope you liked this little unboxing video and that it gave you something. And thanks for watching, as you say. Feel free to subscribe and all of that. You know the drill. Everybody says it. And so do I. So hope to catch you in the next episode. Be well, take care, and paint hard. Oh, that's not really good. Anyway, goodbye.